Okay guys, I'm in a really good mood, so I'm going to give back to you guys. I'm going to show you, look, I'm giving you an opportunity to make life-changing money. If you just listen to what I'm saying, this has happened previously. I'm going to show you exactly where I'm going to short this. And if you have access to my charts or you're following me on Twitter and you're in Discord, I'm going to show you exactly where I'm going to enter, where I'm going to set my stop loss. I do believe that this is going to be the top. I think a lot of people expect we're going to go a lot higher. I'm going to cover that as well. So guys, how I'm giving back. So look, I used to do this back in the day. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to give away 3 of these coins. They're 2020 American Eagle 1 ounce, 0.99 silver, brilliant uncirculated coins, never been touched by human hands. I'm going to give away 3 of these. All you have to do is leave a like, comment, and be subscribed. I will verify that you are if you do win. And on either Saturday or Sunday, I'll do a quick live stream randomly picking 3 comments. Again, 3 winners. All you do is comment, like, and subscribe. And then even if you do miss that video, guys, I will have the video up so you can watch it later. But I will, whoever wins, I will leave a comment in response to your comment saying you wanted to contact me through the website to get your information and send you these coins. So if you want to win it, guys, that's all you have to do. And I do have a lot of these, guys. I've been giving these away for, I stopped for a while, but I'm going to give some more away. So it'll be kind of fun. So you can win these coins. The other thing is, so I'm going to cover some stuff about BitGet. I use BitGet because there's no VPN. As I told you before, if you use, I don't know if it's Binance, but I know Bybit for sure. If you're using a VPN to mask your IP address and they find out or they want an excuse to terminate your account and liquidate your positions, they can do that. It's in the terms of service. That's why I chose BitGet. I have not had any issues with them. You can trade up to 125 times leverage. I'm going to cover some of this into this video. If you do want to learn how to do simulator trades, I do have this video. This was me actually learning the program. So I need to create a new one, but I'll put a link up to this now. You can do simulated trades. Get comfortable with the platform. It's fake money. It's called USDT. So you can put in a stop. You can use how much leverage you want. You can see how much money you could have made or lose. Get comfortable with the platform, but learn it, understand it, because this trade that's coming up, I'm telling you, it's going to be life-changing money if you play it. But again, I will show you how you set up a trade and how you can find some of these trend lines if you do have access to the charts. So let me cover a few things, guys. So again, I'm happy because I played a short here. Typically, so I broke my own rule. I usually only long support and short resistance. I took my own advice and I shorted and we broke this point because I knew this was strong support here. If this broke, we'd be coming down. So I'll put a link up to this video now if you want to check it out. This was yesterday's video. Listen to what I said. So this is currently our resistance right here at 38,800. If we get above that and hold support, I think it's much more likely we'll break to the upside from that falling wedge. However, if we break below 38,325, I think it's more likely that we're going to be coming down to the bottom of this wedge, which is around 37,243. Remember, guys, if we do break down from this falling wedge, so what I was saying was, if we break that support I just showed you on that chart, we're probably coming to the bottom of this wedge. But however, we did come down, but we did not touch the bottom of this wedge because everybody was expecting to long this point. So obviously price would stop before that point. You miss your entry. That is why, and guys, if you get access to my charts, or if you're using my BitGet affiliate link, I will give you access to my Twitter. I made a tweet back here. So this is where I was talking about, this was May 3rd. So you can see the Dow Jones is in the red, not looking good for the bulls. Watch that key support I talked about in the video, 38.3K. If we break below, we're probably headed to the bottom of the wedge. And this is what I was talking about. The Dow was down. We were coming down to this point. If we break this point, we could not get above this resistance. So it's likely if they break this, we're coming down. This is that green line we held support. And so that played out fantastic. And then this was 14 hours ago. I said, found nice support on the C1 BG chart. Guys, I spend hours and hours and hours creating these charts to make sure you get the best possible entry. And that's what it's all about. If you can get the best entry, then you set your stop just below. If you get stopped out, you lose a small amount of money. But how much you can make if it pushes up, which it did, that's why I'm happy, guys. A fantastic short and a fantastic long. But again, I have multiple charts charted different ways. This chart showed we are at support. This chart showed we are at support. So this is where you put in a long. And look how this played out. We held support, we started pushing up. So you put your entry here, you put your stop below, you're protected if it comes down. But if it continues up, you're in profit. You can see how much we pushed up. and I was in a trade, and I was deciding last night. I was thinking, should I take my profit? Should I stay in? And I figured, what the hell? I have a good entry. I'm gonna stay in and ride it up. Woke up this morning, very, very happy. You see how much we pushed up from this point. So again, guys, I try to give you the best entry points for longs and the best entry points for shorts. And I'm telling you, this is the point to put in a short. And you do not need to use a lot of money, guys. You can use a very small amount of money with leverage, and you can make a killing. And I do believe this is the top. We're coming down, and I will be sharing in Twitter and in Discord where I enter, where I set my stop loss, and where I'm going to take my profit. So I will guide you through that entire trade when it plays out. And I do think that is how it's going to play out, because I think a lot of people think we're going to head higher than we actually are. So this is how this chart played out right here. So I talked about this. This was support at 37,612. We pushed up. Notice we came down. We found perfect support. This resistance, instead of we got above and held support, we're probably headed up to this target, right? And I believe that's where we're going to get topped out. That's why I'm saying this is an opportunity to put in a short to make a killing. Again, I have these charts set up where I know where our resistance are. Other people just see a trend line. I'll cover this in detail. But again, we held support and we pushed up. So I'm going to give you price targets for current price targets. I'm going to show you how I'm going to play this short up here. So again, this is where we found support in the C1BG chart. Guys, other people in Discord, this is under live trades. If you sign up to our sign up to my website, you get access to Twitter, the charts, and our Discord. This guy here entered where I said 37,842. 50 times leverage, 140% profit. This person, 101%, 471%, 125 times leverage. I don't go over 40 or 50 times leverage, but when you have this much leverage and you're trading with a large amount of money, this really is life-changing money. And you can see here, entered at 37,567. 76% profit, only 20 times leverage. 25 times. So it's up to you how much risk you want to take, but I'm giving you the perfect point to enter these trades. So you can see other people are trading it and doing well. So again, at the end of this video, I will go over how you can find these lines. There's a way you could just look at price on a certain date, put a price label there, look at price on another date, put a price label there, and then draw your trend line. This is the trend line I'll be shorting. And I will come back to this. I just want to show you. So, I entered right here around 37,567 and had my stop down here. So if it came down here, I get stopped out, fine. I'd only lose a small amount. But look how much profit I made. I'm out now. And you don't need to have, $120,000 to trade. I made this by trading about $4,000 or $3,000 at a time at 40 to 50 times leverage. If you have mostly successful trades, you're going to build your portfolio. You could use $1,000 at 25 times leverage, and if this comes down from 40K down to 34K, you're going to make a killing. Yes, if you use $4,000 or $5,000 at 50 times leverage, you're going to make 4 times, 5 times as much, more than that. But again, guys, I'm giving you a perfect opportunity for a short. So I'm going to cover this in detail. If you do want to watch the video I put up, this is me learning how to use BitGet. This is simulated trades. So I suggest you watch this video. My BitGet affiliate link is pinned in the first comment description. Use that link, create an account, and then watch this video and play around. Learn the platform. It's called SUSDT, so it's fake money. You can enter a trade. It pushes up, you see how much profit you would have made. If you get stopped out, you see how much you lose. This way you can get comfortable with trading, and then you can actually go to USDT futures, which actually, this is where you actually trade, where you can actually win and lose money. I did simulated trades first, made sure I was comfortable with the platform, and then I started trading. But guys, I will show you in Twitter and in Discord how I'll be playing this. I'll tell you where I enter, where I set my stop, where I'm going to take my profit. And I do believe this will be the top to come down, and I mean way the hell down. So be ready to trade it, guys. All right, so let's move on. I do have a lot to cover here. Okay, so here's the M1 chart, and guys, I watched other YouTubers and just see what they're talking about, and now you see all these YouTubers talking about, hey, look at this trend line. This are currently our resistance. Well, they just see a trend line. This line is part of a larger structure. It's not just a trend line. This is a FIB channel line that prices have been respecting going way back. This is a very important resistance level. So while most people see this chart and think, okay, well, this is a falling wedge, so typically how far you push up, this is the mouth, so you would push up a total of, your target we have here around 42,550. Notice there is confluence with this blue ring. A lot of people are expecting us to go this high. If people were expecting that, It's probably not going to happen. And I know it's probably not going to happen because we know we have this line right here. And this line we have shorted and we made a killing. This is where I told you to short up here at 48,200. Told you to short every time we hit it. This is the short where we made a killing from 46,460. I said to long up here. And then recently, not long ago, I told you to short right here, 43,000. See that wick? It hit right to it and we dropped. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen again. I'm going to give you these price targets. And I'll give you current key support levels on the other charts as well. So again, I will be shorting this point right here. And you say, why? How do you know? Well, guys, this is a published version of that chart. This is where I was telling you guys to short this line before price ever made contact with it. This is published on March 26th. And again, that was the same chart I just showed you. Just want to show you how this played out. This can't be edited. It's a published chart. Every time you hit it, you short, you short, you short. This is where I said to short again. We hit it and we dropped. And I'm telling you, while people expect us to push up much higher, I believe we're going to get rejected at this point and we're going to come down. In the last video, I told you how far I think we're going to come down. So when I say this is life-changing money and opportunity here, I hope you don't kick yourself later because you didn't play it. Let's go on. So I'm going to give you, notice right here, and I mentioned this in the last video, guys. Go back and watch it. Notice we're getting rejected here. This is why I took my profit, because we could come down to support, right? We could come down and push back up. I do think we're headed up to that resistance, and I'm going to give you that target. Let's see here. So, okay, the C1 chart. So this line right here is the exact same line on this M1 chart, right? So let me give you this price target. So this is only daily. So if you push up, the daily is showing that potentially we're going to top out around 40,187. So I will be shorting around this area. This is just showing you, on the daily, you can see how we've been respecting this line. So I believe when we hit this point, we're going to get rejected, and my take profit is going to be down here around 34,000. I know that this line is going to be strong support. I've covered this in previous videos. This blue line has been a lot of support and resistance going way back. I'll show you real quick. You can see right back here, you can see all of this resistance, right? Right there, all of that support. It goes further back, look at that perfect touch right there. And it goes back even further, I just don't want to go all the way back. But that is why I'm taking profit there. I believe we're going to get topped out at that white line, and we're going to come down. And that is one hell of a short, guys. I mean, think about this. If we push up to this point, and we come all the way down 14.5%, if you're using leverage shorting that, you can make a killing. So again, this is the daily chart. Just want to explain why this white line is so important, why I believe that people expect us to go higher. We get rejected at this point. We're going to come down here. I'll put in a long at 34,000. So the C1 chart, this is that white line, all right? This is the same line I just showed you on the M1 chart. So if we push up, this is where I will be shorting. And again, the reason why you need to have access to my Twitter and Discord is because I'm going to show you where I enter, where I set my stop. It's important that you don't get stopped out, but give yourself enough room, again, so you don't get stopped out. But again, I do believe if we push up, this is the top. And in that last video, I told you, I said, if we get above this point and hold support, notice we had a wick. We came right down to this point and pushed up. So your key support right now, if we come down, you're looking for another point to enter, 38,600 is where you enter. And when we push up, this is where you're going to short. 40,058, potentially 39,980. When you make contact, depends on the price, but around 40K looks like the top before we come crashing down. That's why I'm going in on a heavy ass short at this point. Those who have a moving average coming right to this point, a lot of confluence. So that is where I will be shorting. This is the just showing you how multiple charts are showing the same thing. Look right here. These charts are charted different ways, all showing the same target at the top, 39,971. Right, this is where we found support and pushed up. So what I'm saying is this is another chart showing 39,971, a point too short. Let's go to the M1 chart. Let's go to the H1 chart. So let's look at some key resistance up here. Right, let's look at this point right here, 40,046. We know that this has been a lot of support and resistance. We pull this line back. Look at all that support and resistance. You can clearly see how price has been respecting these lines. There's a lot of resistance up around 40,000. When I have all these charts showing 40,000 this is the top, plus I have this chart, again, with this line, it's not just a trend line, it's a fib channel line. I believe this is a fake out. We're going to push up to this point. People expect us to go higher. It's going to get rejected. I think we're coming down to 34,000. It's worth it to me going to heavy short. Let's go on this. So guys, I think I made it very clear why I'll be shorting this point. So let me show you something real quick, guys. So here's what I do. Again, so I'm going to show you how to set up a long trade. I'm not actually going to enter a trade. But what I do, even if you don't have access to the charts and I give you price targets, or you do have access to the charts, all I do is look at a chart and say, okay, well, if I go to the C1 chart, let's go here. So I know that right here is, if we push straight up, 40,076, that will be the top to come down, right? So all you have to do is 40,076. You come here and you just draw a horizontal line. This is in BitGet, by the way, guys. So I do a horizontal line, and I put it right here at this point, 40,076, right? So I know that this is going to be the top. I've already put this line in here. So again, all you do is you put in where you want to enter, right? So 40,043. Remember, a BitGet's about $30 less than other exchanges. So right here, I know this is where I want to enter. This is the white line. So again, I would put my stop above. It depends on your risk tolerance. I want to make sure I don't get stopped out. So I'd have my stop loss, maybe $300 above. So all you have to do is you come over here. I usually do market order. You can do trigger. I will cover that as well. So, typically I would do $4,000, $5,000 right here. You choose your leverage. I usually do about 40 to 50. You can do 125 times. I think that that's more risky because if you do get stopped out, you lose more money. I think around 40 to 50 is that I'm comfortable doing that. And the great thing is, if we do push up, I expect us to get rejected and come down. If we push above and I get stopped out, that's fine. I lose a small amount because that's the whole point, is to get the best entry. But when we hit this white line, I'm going heavy short. But just showing you how you would do this, I'm going to make this yellow just because this is going to be my stop loss. So right here, you can see I want to enter. Well, I might enter a little sooner, but I'd enter probably about 40,000. That's why I like to pull the trigger depending where price is. But so 40,000 is where I'd like to enter. Let's just say if price pushes up here. Remember, this gets lower as time goes on. So what I would do is I would go over here to market. I'm have to decide how much I want to trade, but typically I do before 4,000 to 5,000. So I'm going to trade 4,000 USDT, betting on the price to go down at 50 times leverage. So all you do, and again, always use a stop loss, guys. So obviously right here it says right here stop loss. So I would enter here. When it gets up to this point, I would go sell short. So my stop loss, right, would be 40,272. So stop loss, 40,272, or let's see, 247. Make sure you get it right, guys. You don't want to get it wrong. So I already have a stop loss set, 40,247, right? Take profit. Well, I know, going back to this chart, the M1 chart, if it gets rejected the way I'm expecting, 34,232 is my take profit. So I'll set my take profit at 35,000. So I come back here, and for my take profit, I'm going to go with 35,000. Oh, hold on. 35,000, right? So it's already set up. All I have to do is wait till price pushes up to this point and then click sell short, and I'm good to go. I enter my trade. And if you are in your trade, guys, if you do use BitGet and you decide you want to get out early, just click on light version. There's a lightning bolt. You can click that and you can exit your trade. And actually you can exit half your trade, 25% of your trade, or exit your full trade. Just when I first started doing this, I didn't know how to get out of a trade. So it's a little lightning bolt, or you can just hit exit trade to get out. But it's that simple, guys. We push up. I'm already set up. That's why I said wait for the trade to come to you. When we push up to this point, I'm ready to enter. I hit sell short. My stop loss is already set. I know where my stop's at. I know where my take profit's at. I'm going to use $4,000 at 50 times leverage. Click sell short. I'm in my trade. I'm good to go. Again, you don't have to use $4,000. You can use $500 at 50 times leverage and still make good profit. And if you get stopped out, you lose even less. I'm going to put more money on this trade because I'm very confident we're going to get rejected at this point. So I just want to cover that. Do make sure you watch this video. I do cover doing simulator trades. Later on, I will do a video more in depth with trigger trades, and I've learned a lot more about this program since I've been using it. But I am very happy with BitGet. I've never had stop loss that did not trigger, and I like them because they're registered in the U.S., Canada, and Australia. So I do not need a VPN to mask my IP address. That's why I use them. So if you use my affiliate link, that's pinned in the first comment description. And again, guys, remember, if you do want to win one of these coins, just like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And then next weekend, I will pick 3 winners. And then I will make sure I post on your comment letting you know you won. But guys, that's it. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for us to push up to this point. I'm going to short the hell out of it around 40,000, and I expect this to come all the way back down to at least 34,200. So let me give you key support and resistance levels to pay attention to. So if you're not already in your trade right now, if we come back down, a nice point to enter along is 38,589. Again, I'll be shorting the hell out of 40,000. Your next support levels below is 37,450, just like back here. This will be support again. If we do break that, well, you already know your next support level, and you got double support right here. You got a fib channel line here, and you have this one here. So, and you can see right back here, perfect support. This is another point we longed. So if we do break below 37,381, this is scalp trading, guys. I expect this to come way the hell down, but you can scalp trade these support and resistance levels. This is on the C1 chart. Let's go to the let's go to this chart here. So currently, you can see got rejected here, 38,594. There's some confluence there. This has been a lot of support. So this is a point to re-enter also. If we break that, your next key support level to watch is 38,100 down to 37,787. But again, 40K, guys. That's where I'm going in a heavy short. So those are those charts. I think that's it, guys. Yeah, if you, I'm just going through all these, I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. But if you want to access these live charts, remember the website's pinned in the first comment description right here. I have tutorials teaching you how to create these charts. $49 a month gives you access to Twitter, Discord, and the charts. And if you use my Big Get affiliate link, guys, that's pinned in the first comment in the description. And I'll have a link to the simulated trades tutorial in the description. But guys, that's it, and I will keep you posted when I put in the short with my stop and my take profit. All right, guys, that's it. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.